Introduction to Criminal Justice Case Study and Qualitative Presentation Number 3. History of the Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment to the United States Constitution prohibits the federal government from imposing excessive bail, excessive fines, or cruel and unusual punishments. We have example number 1, which is Weems versus United States, 1910. Weems was charged with crimes to defraud the government while he served in the Philippines. Weems was sentenced to 15 years imprisonment and hard labor. He would also have been chained by the ankle or wrist throughout his incarceration. This is a violation of his Eighth Amendment rights, and he fought this all the way to the Supreme Court, and his charges were reversed. Violation number 2, example, Timms versus Indiana, 2019. Tyson Timms was accused of selling $225 in street drugs to undercover officers. He pleaded guilty and was sentenced to house arrest along with probation and a fine. However, the state also seized his Land Rover because it was used in the crime to transport. This is considered excessive, and it caused his case to be reheard. By not having his transportation, it led him to not, it would cause him not to be able to seek gainful employment and go to work and all that stuff. The third violation is City of Columbus versus Freeman, 2005. Freeman was the co-operator of an Ohio brothel. She was arrested in 2005 along with her co-defendants. They were charged with operating a house of prostitution. The state asked for a high bail amount. They did not think she was dangerous, but a flight risk. The bail was set at $1 billion. This is considered excessive bail and is a violation of the Eighth Amendment rights. Case study, the Eighth Amendment violation. The violation in this case is that the CO wants to teach the inmate a lesson. This is cruel and unusual punishment. The CO is violating the Eighth Amendment rights. The more appropriate resolution would be to separate the mentally ill inmate from the violent inmates, report the situation immediately to a manager. The consequences for the CO. The CO can potentially face criminal charges for assault, battery, or even murder, depending on the outcome of the altercation between the mentally ill and the violent inmates. The civil liability is the CO could be held responsible for damages caused by the altercation.